What's up, y'all? Your boy Chris Lips, and today we have a back day. We gotta get our back thicker, wider, fuller. So we already did our warm-up set, but a couple things get into it. Make sure you warm up before you get locked in. But we're gonna just go ahead and get it started, man. 4 sets of wide grip lat pull downs. So go ahead and get you a straight bar, straight long bar, and get on the seat. Lock it in on your thighs and let's get active. This set 2 right now. You gotta wrap it up.
I just hit the road, let's hit another move, the Southwest Open. Riding 5 out, what's the word? You know I'm here in streets, got motion. Why it's doing my 100 times, it's feeling like I lost emotion. Why these hoes stay buying time, yelling, no need locomotion. Lost in my head, driving fast 3
I just got tapped in today. Beyond Raw lit. It's my first time trying it. 250 milligrams of caffeine, 3 grams of L-citrulline, 3.2 grams of beta-alanine, and 100 milligrams of neurofactor. I don't know what neurofactor is. Hopefully it's not steroids, but I doubt it. So, no, my mom tapped me in, so we're gonna see what it's like. It tastes good. Let's see how it affects the workout, the pump. So I got this, my protein shake, my water, trifecta.
Smoke in my head, everything falling. I'm too deep. You could put me down, it's okay. You could understand I don't play. It's in my mind, stuck on replay. Karma gonna love her day.
If you got this on super tight, when you get done, let it loose. Or you're gonna mess your circulation up. You don't wanna do that. I got one more set, and then we're getting active. On the leg day, a couple weeks ago, it was our first day of grieving. We're doing good. We're doing a lot better now. What I learned, I learned that I'm better off where I'm at right now. If I stayed involved in that situation at all, 1,000 miles away, it's irrelevant. I know I'd be hurting myself. So if you're in a position where you know what you need to do, don't be afraid to do it. Do what's best for yourself at the end of the day. Because if you sit in that toxicity, you're going to erode yourself from the inside out. You're going to end up hating yourself and the person that you're staying for. It's not worth it. But let's get finished up with our last set.
Squirt this a bikini down, and I puff it once or twice. I'm not gon' pass it, not around these fakes.
That wasn't too bad. Once you get done with 4 sets of 10, we're gonna move over to the next exercise. Excuse me. Make sure, even though you finishing it up, finish up strong. Don't quit on yourself. If y'all are doing those like train till failures, all props to you. Get it done. At the end of the day, if you want to get big, you gotta eat. So it doesn't matter how much train till failure you do. If you're not eating, you're not eating enough protein, you don't got enough coming in that you pushing out. It's unbalanced, it's uneven, it's not gonna matter. But going into our next workout, let's go. All right, going into our next exercise, we have the long barbell, the same barbell we were using on the last one, but bring it over to your seat where you put your feet. We're doing seated underhand rows. Seated underhand rows on the cable. If you don't have a cable, we could do bent over barbell rows. We also have those today. But we're doing these wide underhand though, is because it works on your lower lats, your lower back. And it's really beautiful with getting that extension. Like over the top, it's a different type of extension than going underhand. Try it out. Let me know what you think about the underhand wide grip barbell rows. But outside of that, we're gonna just go ahead and get into it.
I just hit the road. Let's hit another move. The side quest open. Riding 5 out, what's the word? You know I'm hearing streets got motion. Why it's storm 100 times? It's feeling like I lost emotion. Why these hoes stay buying time? They yelling, no need locomotion. This character development train fucking my brain.
My biggest advice that I'll give to you, if you're trying to work on gaining muscles and being healthy, you gotta drink water before your workout, during your workout, after your workout, throughout the day. And you have to get electrolytes too, because when you start drinking a lot more water than you're used to, and you start to flush out all of your minerals, you'll flush out your minerals, just pee them out because you drink a lot of water. So you gotta replace those minerals with electrolytes. You could either get like liquid IV, you get different type of fruits, pink Himalayan salt, but whatever it is, you gotta replace those minerals, and you also have to be hydrating your body so you get filled up, cause you get fuller instead of being pretty dry and flat. So that's my advice.
Walking with the moon and stars keep my sane. I used to stay away, but now I kiss Mary Jane. I had a thought of love, but now the truth too plain. If you cut me off, it's okay. I've been through it all, no new day. In my mind, no more replay. Karma loves to make her play. Roll this up, it holds me.
Are you trying? Are you a hater? Another piece, when it comes to this workout, when you come and you squeezing in, you could pull it with your arms, but remember, it's a bad workout. So really make sure you're trying to focus on squeezing and feeling your back when you get to that high end point, when you get right here below your sternum of your body. Make sure you're coming, squeezing on your back, because if you don't squeeze in your back and you're trying to focus on your arms, curling it in, you're not doing the workout right. I'm gonna be honest. But you are gonna hit them because that's how you just gotta pull it. But try as much as you can, just pull with your back through the whole motion. How many more I got? I got one more.
Puffy once, no fakes around. No fakes around. I just hit the road. Let's hit another move. The side quest open. Riding 5 out, what's the word? You know I'm hearing streets got motion. Why it's storm 100 times? It's feeling like I lost emotion. Why these hoes stay buying time? They yelling, no need locomotion. These hoes want motion, hoes want motion, hoes want motion. I don't need it, I'm too focused. Hop it, homies, they atrocious. Fatherless, it's diagnosis. You not winning, you unnoticed. Talking true love, they the coldest. Hoes will be hoes, all I know is.
Once you get done with those, we're going into our next exercise. With those, 10 to 12, 4 sets, 10 to 12. I don't do another warm-up set because I already warmed up with my first exercise. These ones, I'm really just focused on the squeeze at the top, bringing it back slowly, and then not using my momentum to swing it back up. I feel like it wasn't too bad. Could I have done more? I feel like I could probably done more. So now I gotta go up from here. If I'm gonna be honest with you, if you're in the gym and you're doing the bare minimum, and you could be doing more. And once you realize that, you have two options. You either realize that and you change and you start doing better, you do the best that you can do, or you keep being mediocre. That's going to play out in your life, You're either going to make that decision and do better for yourself in your day-to-day life, get your room clean, do your homework, study, read. I need to start reading, but listen to freaking the audiobooks even. But you either going to improve yourself when you notice you're slacking, or you're going to keep being mediocre. And that's going to decide where your life goes. I'm going to be honest, if you are the latter, you're going to be mediocre, it's not the place for you. unless you're trying to get better. If you're trying to get better, cool. Come tap in, come stay tapped in, come work with us. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't a place for people who just want everything handed to them without doing work. Never in my life. But let's get to the next exercise. All right, we about to do one arm dumbbell rows. And with these, your main thing is going to be not like really focusing on the extension down with your dumbbell row, but don't be throwing your body back up with it, because at that point you're making it a full arm workout and you're not just focusing on your back and your lats and that pull back up. Again, you're going to be working your arms too, but that's not the main focus of the exercise. It's the dumbbell row. So make sure you just watch the video if you need help. This is how you do a dumbbell row, one arm dumbbell row. Again, you can use the wraps, or you can use the wraps for grip, or you can use these wraps for stability. Depends on, what you're doing. For these, honestly, I would say the grip is probably the way to go. My boy Parsa, shout out Bubson, man. Y'all go tap in with him, but he got the grip one. But he not here. Why is your gym bro not at the gym? Well, we're 1,000 miles away, so, but he's a real guy. Outside of that, though, I'm gonna show y'all how to do a dumbbell row real quick, man. If y'all don't know how to do it, just watch the video, stay tapped in, and I got you.
Hit the roll, let's hit another move, the circuit's open. Riding 5 out, what's the word? You know I'm here in streets, got motion. Waste on my 100 times, just feeling like I lost emotion. Why these hoes stay buying time, yelling, no need locomotion. Family ties, money maker, she a cake baker. Numbers don't mean shit if it ain't bringing paper. Why she stay after fucking? I ain't tryna date her. Staying up past 3 a.m. I'm a dark crusader. Everybody talking shit, but ain't nobody putting action. Government taxing me, I'm the one who working. I was just trying to be what my dreams told me. Too much Percocet pills got me folded. Too much focus on these bitches and that shit not working. Now I'm back to that paper chasing. Got my mama years in the house, now she living lavish. If you see an opportunity, gotta grab it. If you talking reckless and I'm not laughing, just know I'm coming like the Grim Reaper. Hood on my head, switch high, turn you to a demon. I will pull up on the block, chalk outline the demon like I'm Gabriel. Sinful, you in hell now. This no fairy tale. Make a wish, it's your end now. Lights, camera, action, paparazzi. I'm on 10 now. 10 out of 10. Yo, girl, I just broke down. 10 out of 10. This club I just took down. Win, I'ma win, no matter what I do now.
Y'all, we got T-bar row, and with T-bar row, you could do it in 2 different ways. You could either get a bar and make sure the bar is, one end of the bar is like on something, so it doesn't like slide and move around. Other end of the bar is going to have your weight on it. And you get like a V-bar, and you lean over and you do shrugs. It's really hard to explain. I might do it today, so if I do it today, just watch how it's done. Or there's another way, you just get on a T-bar row machine. If I'm going to be honest, the T-bar row machine is good too. It depends on what type of row machine you have, but also your hands are a little bit further out. So it's a different squeeze versus your hands being right here. That's a lot more centered versus out here. You know what I'm saying? But also with the machine though, you could focus on one arm at a time versus having both arms on it and having imbalances. Either way, this is a T-bar row. So T-bar row, 8 to 10, 4 sets of 8 to 10, because you're going heavier weight. You want to have more heavier weight up here. For the dumbbells, for the single arm dumbbell rows, do 8 to 10, 4 sets of 8 to 10. Let's go ahead and get into that. Let's go ahead and get into the T-bar row. I might do 2 of these and then 2 T-bar rows. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 of these and 2 T-bar rows. I haven't done T-bar rows. I didn't do them last week. I did these last week, so I want to do T-bar rows this week. Let's get into it.
Do you get it? I'm a menace, rumbling, I'ma end it.
Oh, with these, make sure you adjust your chest so your arms are able to get full extension. When I first got up here, I had to move it back so I wasn't scrunched up into it. If you're scrunched up, this is all you're doing. You're not getting any range of motion. So move this closer to the seat so you get full range of motion with it. Also, make sure you adjust your seat. I know it's a no-brainer, but sometimes, you might forget. I forgot once. I went through the whole thing feeling weird, and I went back, adjusted. But, yeah, when you are doing these, though, you'll be able to tell, like, which arm is overpowering the other. So when you do realize that, put your mind focus on your weaker side so you could try to balance it out or do one arm at a time. Doing one arm at a time will help you focus on that mind and muscle connection a lot better and help you with the quality of your exercise. But we got one more of these. Depending on if we got space, if there's space for the T-bar, the actual T-bar row, we'll go over there. But we got one more of these though, so.
This my life, can't you see that I've been grinding hard? This my life, all my dreams take me up to the stars. Like a slave, all I know is how to work on scarred. Too much strain on my back, I gotta hold the team. Can't you see that I've been down? Can't you see that I'm tapped out? My life energy on E, all you do is lean on me.
I'm about to show you real quick how to set up the T-bar row. It's pretty simple once you know how to do it. So, I'm gonna move this, actually. Move that out of my way. Wanna get you a barbell. And like how I mentioned earlier, somewhere it can fit without it going all over the place. If you could leverage it somewhere, do that. But I'm putting mine in here. I bet once you get it leveraged in somewhere, it's simple. You just need the attachment. I'm gonna show y'all what attachments you need real quick too. Back in the day, when I first started lifting, I'll do my T-bar rows just grabbing it, but your hands are uneven. So at that point, you gotta switch. You got one on top, one on the bottom. Now you're going to switch. So that just takes out the efficiency in that. So it's better to just stay even the whole time. It gets you one of these bad boys, and you're going to be consistent the whole time with it. Because you're just putting it right here. Your hands are going to be in the same place. You don't have to worry about switching back and forth. Have it basically lined up with your chest, the bottom of your chest. Sit into it, bend over a little bit. Make sure you're engaging your core so you don't hurt your back. Squeeze it up to your chest. Don't do it too aggressively or you can hit yourself down there. Be safe for my guys out there, but that's basically how you set it up. We're about to do 4 sets of 8 to 10. Have your weight up here and get active with the back. Let's finish it up.
Too much strain on my back, I gotta hold the team. Can't you see that I've been down? Can't you see that I'm tapped out? My life energy on E, all you do is lean on me. Can't you see my eyes are low? Can you feel sad in my flow? There's no happiness to be, like a child, no food to eat. It's my lane with that soda. Doctor done told me to quit.
If you don't know how your body needs to be angled, you need to work on your form, whatever it is. That's the most important thing getting into your workouts is your form. If your form is bad, everything's bad. You could get injured. You're a lot more injury prone. Your quality is terrible. You will have trash reps. You're setting your body up for failure. You're building wrong. And if you're building wrong, that structure and that foundation is off. It's easily crumbled. So this is how you want to set your body when you get into the T-bar rows.
I ain't quitting, I'm still mixing and I'm popping up these pussies. Bitches tryna get up in my pocket, gold against this skill. But I ain't mad at you, man, live your life, man, baby, this a lifestyle. If I get it how I get it, then you get it how you get it too. Stacking up these benches with the homies.
could go up. A plate or 25? Let's do. Oh, we're done. Actually, let's go up anyways. I feel like you're destined for greatness when you start to do things and you tell yourself it's not good enough, I need to do better, or I need to do more, or I can do better. And you look at it like, okay, next time I do this, I know what I need to do to push myself, and then you do it. Some people take the actions that they do, and instead of being like, okay, I can do better, they look at like, well, I did it, it's done, it is what it is. Yes, it's done. Yes, it is what it is. But because you have done better for yourself, for your workout, or for your job, or for your test, or in your relationships, because you have done better and been better, you know, that's stuff you have to think about. I feel like that separates the people who want to do better, who are better, versus those who are average and mediocre. And I feel like with that mindset could come at any time of your life. You know, it could be a 12-year-old. You could be 50 years old, 70 years old, who just wants to lock in and figure things out and who's tired of being tired. Not like physically, oh, I need to sleep tired, but mentally, like I'm tired of going through these steps of mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? So once you get there, you'll know that you're there. And you'll keep running. But we got one more.
My vibes bring light when it is dark. My bars, they change, I lost my heart. Why? Don't play, I'm way too smart. You know this music way too hard. They yelling easy as I spark. It's a new tour, it's a new car. I could tell you I'm going far. But when it's talking without action, never molded up a star. You see my boy, he had a vision. He's still passion for my eyes. My bars, they changed, I lost my heart. Don't play, I'm way too smart.
Re-rack your weights.
You know this music way too hard. They yelling easy as
The last thing we're about to get into for our back day, heavy dumbbell shrugs. So there are a lot of different ways you can do dumbbell shrugs. Obviously, you have them by your side, have them a little bit hanging behind you. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, just because we want to work on the thickness of our traps, not just the front, but the back as well. When it comes to, you know, the top back part of the traps, not really close. Yeah. But what you want to do, slightly lean forward just a little bit, have your traps leaning forward, hanging, and then you're shrugging. That's going to work on more wholeness of your traps than just being on the side. Because right here, you know, you're kind of limited with the range of motion you could go right there. So you will have a lot more range of motion in your back and in your traps. Let's say 8. See how much more range of motion I have? Leaning forward. I always feel like the vehicle is moving in front of me and I'm like getting left behind. So get that lean. Let your arms hang in front of you a little bit. You get more range of motion. Because from the side, you're right here. You stuck right there. Because you're limiting yourself up. Your traps are limiting your range of motion. But when you're right here and you're hanging, you're not locked up. So that's how you want to do these. But you can alternate how you do them as well. We got 3 more sets, so let's get into it.
It's a new tour, it's a new car. I could tell you I'm going far. But when it's talking without action, never molded up the star. But when I pulled up on you, passes broke my heart, left me a scar. Now you just touching on my lap, cause you see I'm a superstar. I can't act, it hurts too much. I can't talk, my feelings stuck. When I leave, you just watch me like it's a scene, straight giving up. Gotta roll this paper up, gotta roll these feelings up. But I can't roll, I lose control. So guess what's next? I grab the cup. No, I can't act, I care too much. No, I can't. Gotta put the money over feelings, bitch, I'm working. It is obvious to me, you ain't nothing but a serpent. It is plain to see to me, you is hating on my splurging. Used to pop all these pills, now I'm only on that herb shit. How I break my hip at 22, cause I was working. How you say you hate me? On my IG, you is lurking. It might be obvious to me, I'm only moving with a mission. It might be obvious to me, she found me lower than crustacean. It might be obvious to me, in my eyes concentrate. It might be obvious to me, you only grinding or you hate. It might be obvious to me, with this tank I be spraying. It might be obvious to me, you can.
All right, y'all. That's the end of the bag day. Man, there ain't much to say about it. That's the end of the bag day. Our current bag day. Our bag day changes from time to time, so make sure you subscribe, turn those notifications on, stay updated with the bag days. Comment down below how you like the bag day. If you tried anything new for my bag day, let me know how it went for you. Other than that, man, keep grinding, keep pushing. Don't quit on yourself. It's not about motivation. The key to your success is not about motivation. Motivation is only going to get you one step, like get your toes in the water, literally. That's all motivation is. It's about consistently staying at it every single day. Whether you're putting your mind on it or whether you're taking actions to it, it's about the consistency of it all. If you can't stay consistent with the things you want in your life, you'll never get what you want. And if you can't get what you want, you'll never be happy. That's what they say. Me personally, I think if you can't create and become that lifestyle of what you want, you'll never get it anyways. You know, you might get a taste of it, you might be surrounded by it, but if you don't become that person, become that version of yourself, and we're always changing, we're always evolving, but what do you want to change into? You know what I'm saying? That's really all it is. Other than that, stay tapped in, man, with the socials, Instagram, YouTube. If y'all, excuse me, if y'all want to know where this music is from, it's on SoundCloud, Apple Music, not SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, and it is on YouTube as well. I'll throw that down in the description for you so you can get tapped in with those. Other than that, man,
Pray it's not safe in my bag, can't you see? I was out here money making, met this bitch so bad till I found out
that's
she
the day,
was
man.
fake.
Let's go eat. Make sure you eat. Make sure you're drinking that water. That's about it, man. Oh, comment down below. Are you cutting or are you bulking right now? When is the best time to cut? When is the best time to bulk? And how's y'all winter art going? Because it's still happening. We're still in winter art. It's personal now. it wasn't personal before, but best believe at this point in my life, it is very personal. It is very personal. It is very personal. They set you up. And it's not for anyone else. It's personal for myself. It has to be you versus you. Because if you're doing it for someone else or because of, like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, that's going to go away. You know what I mean? Eventually, you got to grow out of that. So always do you versus you through all things. You become a better version of yourself each and every day. And that'll help you live the life that you want to live. That's it, though, man. Catch y'all later. Make sure y'all stay up. All right, so, all right. Anyway, that's. I feel like that's cool. All right, we just got done with the gym. It's a bag day. Can't complain. Yeah, can't complain. Can't complain. I got this Dr. Swatch. Let me know if y'all use that. It's a lip balm because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't moisturized my lips in a long time. They started to crack on me. Can't be cracking on me. But anyways, we are done with the bag day. Let me know what y'all thought of the bag day. Outside of that, we about to go back to the crib right now. Do I want to go to the crib? Do I want to go to the crib? I got my meal with me, so I don't have to go back to the crib. But at the same time, I don't really have anything to do out here either. I don't really have nothing to do. Yeah. I think we chilling off that. We'll just talk and chill for a little bit. We'll just talk and chill. So, what I've realized, this week, off of my training is that I'm starting to get my weight back up, which is really good. When it comes to my workouts, I'm starting to pull and push a lot more weight than I usually do. One thing that I did realize also is that I need to probably sleep a little bit more. If I were to say anything is important, I would most definitely say your sleep is important. If you're not getting enough rest, then you setting yourself up for failure. And I've been there a lot of times in my past where, especially recently, where I would put things over my recovery. And recovery is on the lines of your sleep, your food, your vitamins, your stretching, your cooling down, naps, even your stress levels. Like there are a lot of things that you could put on the line of your recovery. And if you're not making that a priority in your fitness journey and your health and wellness stretch, if you're not making your recovery a priority, then I could say that you are not making your health and wellness a priority. I mean, that's really it. Because you can't really have one without the other. Like, dang, bro. You can't have one without the other. Dang, bro. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be at this light for a minute, bro. I hate this light. It's not a good light. But yeah, you can't have one without the other. And that also comes on the lines of, I see a lot of people, a mistake that you can make, that I was talking about earlier, a mistake that you can make when it comes to being in the gym is being in the gym with no water. Especially if you're someone who's actually doing an intense workout, whether that's a HIIT training or cardio session, or even walking. Like, let's say you're just getting back into the gym, or you're just starting in the gym. If you do not have water with you, or you are not drinking water, you are setting your body up for failure. You're not looking out for your best interest, because you're expending, you're sweating, you're working hard, you're putting your body through a lot of strain and a lot of stress, especially if you're just starting. Like, you put your body through a lot of new things, and the drinking water helps you just pump up your recovery process a lot more, helps you stay hydrated, helps you replenish what it is you're losing. So please make sure you keep water on deck at all times. I think that's all I got for that. I mean, we just waiting for the light right now. This week, this is Thanksgiving week. This week that I'm making this video is Thanksgiving week. I don't have work today. I usually go to my brother's school and I go help out over there. There's some really cool people. I've always liked helping people out. I've always liked mentoring and motivating, and just being that light for a lot of people, especially as a black man in the world. Because I'm gonna be honest, there are not a lot of, in this area, like, local. Oh, good. Appreciate you, bro. There are not a lot of good local, okay, now I need to get over. A lot of local good black mentors out here. And that's something that I feel like that's a place where I bridge the gap when it comes to that area. Because even when I go to the school, the other day, what was it? I think it was Friday. I was at the school, my brother's school, and this kid pulled up to me. He was all like, there are only 2 black men who work at this school. And I was like, whoa, what? Like, including me? He was like, yeah. And the same day we had a Thanksgiving potluck. Shout out to the school. And at the potluck, they over here, like, I'm literally, it just clicked in my head. I'm looking at everyone come in, everyone go out. It's all women. And I bring it up to them. I'm like, yo, this kid told me that there's only 2 black guys working here. Like, is that real, or what's going on? She was all like, well, actually it's 4. And I'm like, oh my gosh. In the whole school, there's only 4 black guys. So for me, I feel like I'm bridging that gap when it comes to showing a lot of the young men out there, from ages like kindergarten to, I think, 5th, 6th grade. I'm showing them that a good black male role model. A lot of the kids out here are black too, so a good black male role model and what it's like to be a black man and respecting people, having that mentor, father figure, big brother type, because I'm at the age where, like, yes, I could be a dad, but I'm freaking not gonna be a dad, because forget that. Also, I could be a big brother because I am a big brother. So, and I could teach them things, even though for the most part with the kids, it goes one ear out the other. But I feel like my presence is really all that's needed. I don't gotta give them all monologues and tell them, this is how you live life. This right here is a life lesson. But that's what I do anyways. That's the type of person that I am. If you know me and you talk to me, I'm going to say some motivational stuff. And for the most part, you don't come to me if you don't want to hear it, because I'm going to say, I'm going to give you facts. I'm not here for emotions. I'm here for facts. But that's how I am with the kids. And I realize also a lot of the dynamic there is you have to be strict and you have to be stern with the kids so they do their stuff and they listen and they're quiet. And it's like a lot of it for me, it seems like, okay, I understand you have to have, differences and levels as far as, hierarchy. Like, I'm above the children, obviously. And we're not friends, obviously. You gotta do your work, this, that, and the other. But I don't want to treat the kids like they're in jail at the same time. I know kids are gonna be kids, so that's how I do that. But yeah, just being a light in the kids' lives, feel like that helps them and that helps me. So, and it also ties into what I do, just like on the platforms. Like, I know I've never done a video like this where I just be posting up and yapping, but I feel like I could do this. That's why I'm looking at investing in a microphone, you know what I'm saying? So I could just post up and then, talk to y'all, help y'all out, bring some of my life experiences so you don't have to go through the same exact things, because, well, I'm telling you, I've been through some heavy life these past couple months. But, that heavy life is, it's on both sides of the spectrum. It's heavy positively, it's heavy. I'm not even gonna say negatively, because excuse me, what someone can say is negative, it's a lesson at the same time. So is it really a bad thing? If you could learn from something and you could understand how to maneuver the next time you're faced with a situation. It's just like with weights. Let's say you go in, if you fail this weight, you fail 225, you trying to PR, or you fail 135 trying to PR, or 45 pounds trying to PR, whatever it is you trying to PR. You fail the weight, you don't get it up. However, you can look at that like, dang, this is negative, like, I hate this, I never want to do it again. Or you can look at it like, okay, I now know what that weight feels like. I didn't get it up, but I understand it now. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a different mindset, a mindset of open-mindedness, being open-minded, a mindset of growth, and you excel from there instead of a closed-minded, a bitter, that type of mindset. That's not going to help you get anything. Negative mindset is not going to help you get anything or learn anything or gain anything in your life at all. So it's the way that you look at these situations. So when it comes to your day-to-day life, let's say you fail a test, man. I was in college. I failed math twice. Not once, twice. And the crazy thing is, math was the only reason why I didn't have like straight A's and B's in my college career, because forget math. However, I looked at it like, dang, the second time they even got me on academic probation, but I looked at it like, dang, okay, I can't scratch math because I needed to graduate, but I could either be negative about it, cuss everyone out, skip my classes, whatever it may be. I could not study and just hope for the best. That's not how life works, but I could do that. Or I could lock in, ask the professor what I need to do, what I need to study, join the review sessions, put myself in a position of growth and learning, so the next time I'm faced with a freaking math test that I know I'm not good at, but I could be more prepared, and showing the professor or showing myself, showing each other that I'm actually trying, that might put me in better standing with them instead of just like not showing up and being that guy who just, is just there and hoping for things to happen. That's what a lot of people think, in this day and age. They think it's like, okay, if I show up, then that's good enough. But that's not gonna, you showing up, you're putting yourself in a position. However, after that, after you take that step, after you put yourself in that position, now you gotta figure out how to go from there, where to go from there, depending on what situation you're at. Do you need to talk to someone? Do you need to make connections? Do you need to sit back, watch and listen? Do you need to take notes? Like, there's a lot of things that can be done after you put yourself in the right position. Just being there can be one of them. But for the most part, there's something else that you could use as a play to get yourself in a better position. Because at the end of the day, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the actions. Whether that's making the connections you got to make, whether that's in the gym, in your relationships, whatever it may be. And I feel like once that's understood for a lot of people, they'll stop. I don't think people will ever stop making excuses. I make excuses every day, honestly. Like, I make excuses, and I be complaining about stuff. Not so much anymore, but like, I would sit there and be like, dang, bro, I really don't want to do this. Like, when I was running track at Nebraska, when we would have like 8 sets of 200s in a time, I was never good at speed endurance work. Anything endurance, I was cooked. So every time we would have any type of workouts, it's like 200 or 150s. 150s were okay. I got better at them because I kept doing them. But every time I had those, I would be like, man, forget this. I don't want to do this. Whatever. I would still do it though. But here's the problem with that mindset. Here's the problem with putting yourself in that mindset, especially when it comes to workouts or doing a test or going to meetings or going to work. You put yourself in a closed off position. You put the blinders on. You put yourself in an area where you're not looking for opportunities because you don't want to do it. Instead of being like, okay, today's the day to get better. Today's the day I go put in some work. Once I started to switch it up and I started to think to myself, all right, damn, I'm not good at 150s. My bad, y'all. I'm not good at 150s. However, I need to get better. Let me see what I can do today. Let me see something. Let me figure it out. And I would talk to my homies. I would talk to the boys at track. And I'd be like, oh, like, how are you running this? Like, what is your game plan? Because obviously, my game plan has not worked for me because I'm always cooked. So let me utilize someone who's doing good. You got to be able to communicate, ask, and see what the people are doing who are winning and who are successful in the areas you are not at. Hit them up. What are you doing? So I can see what I'm missing and what I need to do. That's super important. So I started to do that. And then when I did start to communicate and I did start to put those pieces together into what I was missing, I was then able to do better with my 150s. I was then starting to improve with my times and with my speed endurance and in my races. Because instead of being like, dang, I don't want to do this, I was like, okay, how do I get better? How do I get to the next step? Okay, I'm not good at this. However, I don't want to not be good anymore. I want to be proud of myself. If you want to be proud of yourself and the things that you're not good at, you have to communicate with the people who are good at the things, and you have to ask them how they're doing it. And you also have to keep trying. That's another thing. Because if you're not good at something, everyone starts from ground zero. If you're not good at something and then you quit because you're irritated, you're annoyed, you're not good at it, you messed it up, whatever it may be, and you just stop, you are never going to excel in anything you do when it comes to that field or anything else you're not good at, because you have a quitter's mentality. However, if you're not good at something and you're like, well, I'm just starting, for example, content creation. If you're out there trying to be a content creator and you make a video, your video gets 10 views, and you look at it like, dang, bro, this isn't enough. I hate this. I'm not good at this. But no one likes my stuff. I just spent 3 hours on this and it only got 10 views. Well, guess what, pal? That's how it starts. Unless you have the money to boost your stuff and the connections, you got to start from somewhere. However, if you quit right there, those 10 views, that's all you're going to get forever. That's all you're going to get. However, you make another video, whether it's the same day, the next day, whatever it is, you keep trying. There's another 10 views on that next video right there. Now you got 20 views in total. Put 20 people in a room. That's a lot of people watching your stuff. That's quality. That's good work. People, don't compare yourself to another person. Because if you look at your views, you look at someone else's views, you're like, dang, I'm not good enough. No, you are great. You are amazing. You're trying. That's all that needs to be done in this world, is for people to try to do better and make themselves better. Because if you don't try, the world doesn't grow. You don't grow. And your future generations are going to see those actions, that quitter mentality, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to quit too. Now you have a whole family tree of quitters. Like, would you rather have a whole family tree of triers, people who push themselves, people who want to learn and grow, or do you want to have a whole family tree of people who try some and they're like, well, I tried, that's it for me, I hate it? Like, shout out to my sister. She's someone that I respect for that jump, because she'll sit there, she'll try something out. She's like, oh, I wanna do this. She'll try it. She'll try it enough times to where she'll be like, okay, this isn't for me. Not because she doesn't like it and that she's failing at it, just because she knows that it's not what she wants to do as a person. Like, when it comes to her personality and her interests, it's not interested for her. So you doing that, you trying and then being like, well, yeah, I tried, I did good, or whatever, but this doesn't match who I am. I don't want this as a piece of my lifestyle. And being like, I did it, I did good, instead of doing it one time, well, I hate this, forget it, whatever, I'm done. Like, taking these aspects and these pieces and putting them together, honestly, they're just going to help you out. They're going to help you grow a lot more, help you be a lot more successful. Let me hit this turn with ease one sec. Yeah, it's going to help you be a lot more successful. Like, for example, I'm going to try out this video thing, and we're going to see how this goes. But y'all let me know. Y'all comment down below. I'm pulling up to the crib. Y'all comment down below if y'all like the vibe with me after the gyms, and we'll do more. And if y'all like the styles of videos where I'm just talking, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna do it. But if y'all want more y'all want more workout videos, y'all know where to go. Y'all know where to meet me at. Y'all know, just sub, turn your notifications on, comment down below, W's in the chat. That's all I like to see, and we gonna run it back.